right, welcome everyone. Vinyasa Flow. My name is Lindsay, and let's begin. So we're just going to start in a mountain position. So feet could come a little closer together, a little apart, whatever works best, and then palms forward as we settle into our feet in our yoga space right here. Could close the eyes, soften the shoulders away from the ears, lifting the heart up slightly as we hug the belly in. So supporting our stance here. We're strong in the legs, grounded into the feet. And then from that position, begin to notice your breath, maybe breathing in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome, Dee Dee. All right, so we'll just take a few more breaths here coming into our yoga space. Letting go of the external, anything outside of this space. And then notice here if you're leaning more to the right, to the left, front, back, and find a center with those feet in between the front, back, in between right, left. Let's take a couple more breaths here and we'll start to move. And then we'll begin to move through sun salutation A. So one breath, one movement. We'll modify the first, and then we'll do a few of these. So here we go. Let's do it. Open your eyes. We'll take those arms out and up, reach up, look up. Maybe bring the palms together above the head. And then we'll exhale, swan dive. We could bend the knees here as we come into a fold. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to the shins or fingertips reaching the floor. Lift up to that flat back, and then exhale, plant the hands, step back into your plank. Let's take an extra breath here. So we'll inhale here. Feel free to lower the knees. As we exhale, we're lower to the belly through chaturanga. So elbows are close to the side. And then inhale, cobra, chest lifts. We could press into the hands, lift up a bit more, shoulders down, and then release that chest down. And we'll come up and back, down dog. Feel free to take a child's pose instead, listening to our body and what we need. What needs to be stretched? The child's pose would be a little bit more in the lower back, the hips. Down dog is a little bit more hamstring, extension in the spine, and a little more active, that down dog. So a couple more breaths right here. Welcome, Jennifer E, Stacy, Cheryl, Ellen, Amanda, Stephanie. Happy Monday, everybody. Let's take one more breath and then we'll take it forward once again. So on that next inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump the feet to meet the hands. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. We'll roll up to standing. Feel free to take a reverse swan dive instead, flat back, or roll up, let the head and neck come up last. And we find ourselves in that mountain pose once again. All right, here we go. Round two, sun salutation A. Inhale those arms up. Reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Legs could be a little straighter this time. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into your plank. We lower to our chaturanga, to the belly or hover. Cobra chest lifts or up dog. Our thighs lift as well as our chest. Wrists underneath the shoulders. And then we come up and back, down dog or child's pose. 3 full breaths right here. Really spreading the fingers wide in that down dog, making space for the neck. So shoulder blades wide on the back. That external rotation in the arm bone will help create that space. One more inhale. One more exhale. And let's gaze forward on your inhale. Exhale, walk, step, or jump the feet to meet the hands, halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up to standing, flat back or roll up. And we'll make our way into that mountain pose once again. Reset right here. All right, round 3. I think this is our last one. So let's one breath, one movement as best you can. Here we go. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, chest lifts, open that heart. Down dog or child's pose, take it back, breathe. This is a great time to check in with the body, check in with the breath. Maybe bring a little movement, pedaling out the feet, swaying the hips. Perfect, stay right here. One more inhale. One more exhale. Let's gaze forward on an inhale from that down dog. Exhale, walk, step, or jump the feet to meet the hands, halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up to standing, roll up or flat back. And we'll release those arms. All right, we're gonna move on to sun salutation B. So that starts in a chair position. We're gonna go a little slower this first round, and then we'll pick up the pace the second round. So find your chair, weight in the heels, arms can extend. Welcome, Natalie. Did I miss anybody else coming in? Yes, beautiful. Weight into those heels. Let's take an inhale right here. Exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, chest lifts. Down dog, press back. From your down dog, right leg lifts, inhale. We're gonna step the foot forward, and we'll take this round a little slower and set it up. So take your time. That foot walks forward. And then the back foot flattens. We're coming into warrior 1. So come on up. You may take your feet a little wider here to create space for the hips to square forward. Arms can be up, maybe palms together, maybe lift the gaze. So warrior 1 right here. Let's take an inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, lower those hands down, step back into your plank. Chaturanga to the belly or hover. Up dog or cobra, chest lifts. Yes, beautiful. Down dog, press back. We'll take the other side. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step the foot forward, setting up for that warrior 1, back foot flat. Nice bend in the front knee. Come on up. Take this one a little slower. Maybe bring the palms together above the head. Maybe lift the gaze. Squaring the hips forward. So this back hip's not reaching back. It's more reaching forward. Maybe take the feet a little wider. Yes. Inhale right there. Exhale, hands come down, step back, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. So if we start to get a little tired of those chaturangas, you could always do a cat-cow instead. We do a lot of those chaturangas here. So a couple more breaths in down dog, and we're gonna pick up the pace with that sun salutation B. Perfect. On your next inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump the feet to meet the hands, halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up to stand, or sorry, rise up to chair as you inhale, and then we'll straighten those legs. Exhale. Here we go, round 2. We're gonna pick it up a little quicker, 1 breath, 1 movement, starting with that chair. Inhale, reach those arms, sink low into those legs, yes. Exhale, forward fold. Keep it flowy, keep it moving, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, chest lifts. Open that heart. Down dog, press back. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step the foot forward, back foot flat, rise up, warrior one. Take those arms up, inhale. Lower those arms, exhale. It's quicker. Step back, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Down dog, press back. Other side, left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step the foot forward, back foot flat, rise up, warrior one. Reach those arms up. And then exhale, take them down. Hands down, step back. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Down dog or child's pose. We'll take 3 full breaths right here. Check in with the body, check in with the breath. Listen to the heart. Maybe pumping a little quicker right here. Next inhale, gaze forward from your down dog. Exhale, walk, step, or jump the feet to meet the hands, halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up, chair position as you inhale. Straighten the legs as you exhale, release those arms. All right, round 3, and we are done. Sun salutation B. Here we go, starting with that chair. Inhale. One breath, one movement as best we can. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, chest lifts. Down dog, press back. From that down dog, right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step the foot forward, back foot flat, warrior one, come on up. Inhale, and then exhale, hands lower down, step back, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Again, you could skip this one, meet us in down dog, left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step the foot forward, back foot flat, rise up, warrior one, inhale. Exhale, those hands lower. Down dog or chaturanga. Ooh, this builds heat, this one. Back to your down dog or child's pose, 3 full breaths. Check in. After your next exhale, we'll inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump the feet to meet the hands, halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up into our chair just for the inhale. And then exhale, straighten legs, release the arms. Ooh, good way to start a Monday. All right, we're gonna move on. So step these feet apart about hips width. We're gonna come into a hamstring stretch. So hands to the hips, open the chest. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna come forward. Feel free to bend the knees, but we're gonna take our peace fingers to our big toes, wrapping around so palms face each other. And so your belly might be resting on top of the thighs here. From that position, you'll start to reach the head down and then maybe start to straighten the legs little by little as you reach crown of the head down, and a little pull on those big toes as you straighten and lengthen the spine. So a few more breaths here, lengthening the neck, the cervical spine as well. 2 more breaths. Straighten, straighten, straighten. Perfect. On your next inhale, we'll just lift up halfway. We're going to take another variation here. So lift up halfway, bend the knees as much as you need. We're going to slide our hands underneath our feet. So the toes come to the wrist crease, gorilla position. So again, belly might be resting on the thighs. You let your head go. And then we might start to straighten the legs out a little bit. Hugging or kind of gripping onto the bottoms of the feet as we reach our crown of the head down. Maybe a little wiggle of the toes, giving our wrist a massage. After all those chaturangas, that can feel nice. One more full breath right here. And we'll release those hands. Ooh, inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Plant the hands, step back into our plank position. We'll chaturanga through or meet in down dog. And we'll take it into some standing poses. So from your down dog, right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna step the foot forward or really walk it forward. This one's pretty wide. Warrior two. So back foot flat, really step or walk this front foot forward and then come on up. Shoulders stack over the hips, lengthen through the arms, forward and back. Yes, beautiful. So really sinking into this front knee, open it to the right. You might see your big toe, feel that strength around the hip. Gaze over the front fingers. 2 more breaths right here. And we'll take it into Trikonasana triangle. So front leg straightens, inhale, back foot might come in an inch or two. We're gonna take that right hand forward, find some length right here. And then release that hand to the shin, maybe closer to the ankle. This top arm reaches and extends. Maybe lift the gaze with that top hand. So we're turning our body, upper body to the side here, opening top shoulder. Couple more breaths, strong in the feet, strong in the legs. Little bonus core strength. Take that top arm over, lift the bottom arm, pause right there for 3. Belly in strong, 2, 1. Oof, with that strength, come on up. Inhale, exhale, warrior 2. Bending into that front knee again. Reverse warrior, right arm reaches. Find some length. Lift the gaze. Inhale here. Exhale, take those hands down, step back. Chaturanga if you'd like, otherwise we'll just meet in down dog for the second side. Here we go, other side, down dog, left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step the foot forward, find your warrior 2 legs, back foot flat, rise on up. Yeah, sinking into the front knee, open to the left, gaze over the front fingers. Couple more breaths right here. On your next inhale, this front leg straightens, back foot comes in, Trikonasana triangle, reach those left fingers forward, find some length, and then lower that hand down, top arm reaches. The bottom hand could be on a block. It's a great time to use a block if it's handy. If not, we're resting lightly on the shin, maybe closer to the ankle. Reach that top arm, open top shoulder. Couple more breaths right here. If you want that extra bonus core strength, top arm comes over, bottom arm lifts. Hold right there for 3, 2, 1. Use that strength to rise up. Inhale. Woo. Good job. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Left arm reaches. Extra breath right here. We'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands lower down. Step back, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Down dog or child's pose. Let's take an extra rest here. Find your breath. Scan the body. If you're in child's pose, make your way to down dog. From there, we'll inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump the feet to meet the hands, halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up to standing, roll up or flat back. Come on up. And we're going to take it into some balance here. So find maybe, oh, I thought it was time already. It's like, how in the world? We've got time. So maybe come to a wall. We're going to come into tree position. So we'll ground into this right foot. Hands can start at heart center on the hips. We'll take this left foot in as the knee turns out. So we could press into the more like the calf or the inner thigh above the knee. Find your balance. So it helps to keep your gaze, your focus on one point. Helps to stay with the breath. Helps to find some stillness here. And that might mean taking a hand to a wall. No shame in that. From here, if you want a little more, maybe extend the arms up, out, or somewhere in between, or waving your branches in the breeze, challenging our balance. Maybe lifting the gaze up to challenge. Couple more breaths. That standing leg is super strong rather than letting it, the hip kind of go out to the right here. Hug right hip in. That might throw off your balance. And then you find it again. One more full breath. We'll bring those hands together in front of the heart and release that left foot. Shake out the right leg or both legs. All right, other side. So grounding into our left foot. Bring that right foot in. Yes, above or below the knee. We don't want to press into the knee at all. Standing leg is strong. And then we might grow our tree, extending the branches up, out, maybe behind, reaching behind, interlace fingers. We could lift the gaze. Yes, beautiful, everybody. Couple more breaths wherever you are. Maybe close one eye or both eyes. And if you fall out, get right back in. We'll go ahead and release those arms. Start to bring the palms together in front of the heart. Lower the gaze. Inhale. Ooh, good job. Exhale, release. Shake out that standing leg. Great job. All right, let's take it into a little twist here before we make our way back to the floor. So we're going to sink into our chair. Feel free to just keep these hands at the heart. I'm going to take it into a chair twist. So let's inhale here. Exhale. We're going to start to twist towards the right. So we could maybe hook this elbow to the outside of the thigh. Press the palms into each other as you turn towards the right, bringing the weight into the heels. So your toes might lift a little here. We could stay here or open the arms, maybe lift the gaze. Or if you're feeling spunky, take those hands down to the right, making our way into a side crow. So that right knee will come onto the back of the left arm, above the elbow. And then we might lean our weight over to the right, maybe lift one foot, maybe both feet, maybe even for a split second. But just that rocking to the right can be great practice. So wherever you are, let's take one more full breath. If you come into that side crow, we'll go ahead and make our way up. And then let's release that twist. Whew, straighten those legs, reach the arms up. A release for a moment, and then sink back down into our chair, twisting to the left. Here we go. Maybe hook the elbow, press those palms, find your rotation. Maybe open the arms. Feel free to stay here or side crow on the other side, taking those hands to the left. And that might be where you're working today. that twist is pretty deep. So it could be a place where we're just breathing and making our way into that twist before we find the arm balance. So if you'd like, taking the left knee to the back of the right arm, and then maybe rock a little bit to the left, maybe lift one foot or both feet. So a couple more breaths wherever you are. Those holding the twist, I know you're like, can we be done? One more full breath. If you've come into that side crow, release. We'll come back into the twist and then come out. Woo, straighten those legs, reach the arms. Inhale. Let's exhale, swan dive, forward fold. One last chaturanga here. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. And let's take it to a child's pose. A little bit more of a rest here. Forehead to the floor, arms extend. Reaching the sit bones towards the heels. Taking some big breaths. As we cool it down. Maybe rocking the head a little side to side, massaging the forehead. And we'll take one more full breath right here. On your next inhale, lock those hands in. We'll swing the legs forward. We're going to come into a little stretch here before we make our way onto our back. So Janu Shirshasana, it's like tree shape in the legs. So let's first extend those legs forward, and then we'll take this right foot in. So making our tree shape, or seated tree shape. From here, sit up tall, maybe take those arms up, and we'll turn a bit to the left, and then fold over that left leg. Maybe reaching for the calf, ankle, or foot. So a little bit of a rotation as we fold forward. Find some length in the spine. Notice where you feel the stretch the most, or just wherever we feel whatever is coming up. Observe, notice. And that could be physical, mental, emotional. Next inhale, we'll release, come on up, and we'll just switch that out. So extend that right leg, maybe give it a little shake, and then the left foot comes in. Janu Shirshasana, sit up tall, those arms can come up. And again, there's that little rotation towards the right, and then fold over the leg. This is a great time to use a strap or belt if our hamstrings are a little, or not allowing us to stretch and get further into it. That strap can be a great way to support the body. And that could look like a belt or a towel as well. Couple more breaths right here. And on your next inhale, we'll go ahead and rise up. Straighten both legs, shake them out a little bit. And we'll make our way onto our back. So it is time here. If you do need to go, it is 8:30. We do take an extra 5 minutes for Shavasana in this class. This class and Sherry's class on Thursday, we do take an extra 5 minutes towards the end here for Shavasana. So if you do need to go, do try to get some kind of stillness throughout your day, even if it's just sitting for a minute or two, observing your breath. Otherwise, I'll guide you out of this Shavasana. Go ahead and straighten the legs out. Arms extend, palms face up. We'll be here for a couple minutes and then I'll guide you out. So settle in here, close the eyes, relax the body as best you can. Sometimes it's easier said than done. That's why this position is so important. It gives us that opportunity and time that we might need to release, let go. Start to deepen the breath little by little. Feel free to stay here a little longer. We could probably go 10 minutes over, but it is time. So feel free to stay here. We'll start to wiggle the fingers and toes, rotate wrists and ankles. And then we'll bend the knees and roll onto our right or left side, taking a few breaths right there. Hand or head could rest on the arm. And with the eyes closed or the gaze soft, we'll make our way to a seated position, pressing up nice and easy. Make our way to a seat. And we'll bring those palms together in front of the heart. Just close our practice here. Giving yourself a thank you for showing up on the mat today, for giving yourself this extra time in Shavasana. Never hurts to tell yourself, thank you. I honor you. And the light within me honors and sees the light in each of you. Thank you for joining. Namaste. Have a great Monday. And we'll see you all soon. Thanks for staying. 3 Deeds in Vegas. Bye, Cheryl, Amanda, Natalie. Have a great day. Everybody. Ooh, pretty. By the pool. Lovely. Oh.
I was looking at palm trees the whole class. That was so wonderful.
Oh, I'm so bummed we're not coming down to see you guys.
I know we'll miss you. But I totally understand. And it is so hot here too. It's like 115 like every day.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm glad you guys have a pool at your place, at your house.
Yeah. Yep. This is the house. Good. Yep. The house.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
That's
So like
good.
even right now it's like 95. It's like I'm doing hot yoga right now. So it's crazy.
Oh, well, I'm glad you got it in before it gets too hot and you're like, nope.
Exactly. Miss you and love you. Mwah.
I love you guys. Have fun. Let me know how the competitions go this week.
I will. I'll send you some texts, and I'm going to come to your class on Friday morning too.
Okay.
So,
Friday morning?
back Friday.
Oh, I'm subbing.
Oh, you're subbing.
Peace and Power?
Yes, Peace and Power.
Okay. I'm subbing a lot this week, so I'm like, I have my calendar all situated, but
Nice.
I just have to look at that from day to day.
Oh, does Emmett get back today?
Yes, tonight he should be back. So,
Fun.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. He was like, I want to come home.
Oh, he probably misses you.
I know.
Oh,
Little
fun.
sweetie, he's like, had enough.
That's right. It's done. I love you.
Love you guys.
Later. All right. Bye.
Yeah.